Hey guys, Jacob and Mario here, and
Hello.
Today we're going to be doing the topic discussion on school anime.
Yay! For the school genre.
The school genre,
Yeah.
That's weird, a school genre.
Yeah.
I spent like 13 years at school hating it. I have no idea why anyone would
I
want
like
to go
school.
back to watch school.
I like school.
School was boring.
I'm a nerd.
I know. You've openly admitted on the podcast, may I add,
Yeah.
that you're the guy who asked for extra homework or reminded the teacher for homework. Yeah, no, that's
Who
you.
was that guy?
You can't escape that. You're
I can't see that guy anywhere.
a bad person.
Was he over there? Oh, okay.
No, I think the school genre is actually pretty interesting for as much crap as I give it.
I mean, it's like a staple of anime life.
Oh, for sure.
Of any life. What am I talking about? Any life. School.
Yeah.
You go to school, you have your precious memories.
You learn.
The people who are like, oh, youth. Oh, youth. I remember my days as a youth.
Ugh. I can't. Like, I'm so glad I'm out of school.
Oh.
School was
If I could go back to school with the knowledge of...
Oh my god.
With the knowledge I had today about school. Okay, so here's the thing.
Literally nothing matters.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Nothing
It's also
matters
the
at school.
happiest time of your life. That's why I hate it. Because now I'm just sad all the time.
Every issue that a person at school deals with is like...
Oh man, would I
nothing.
give to have high school problems again?
Yeah.
And that's why I like...
They're all simple.
That's why I like this.
Oh.
Because so much of it is just high school problems blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like Kill la Kill. It's just the uniform code. Really, really intense uniform code. Oh man. And going to a Christian school, oh, the uniform code was strict.
Oh,
That was my life, was living by
I went to
the
a-
unicorn.
So I went to a...
Unicorn standard.
I went to a high school that was called a college. That was like...
no.
Who acted like they were a private school, but weren't really a private school.
It's funny.
Are you following along, everyone?
Okay. I know what school you went to, and that's funny.
So, yeah.
There's some local humor coming out. So all you Gold Coasters, Australians,
You probably
really,
know about it if you're
You
from
know
the Gold
this.
Coast. Yeah.
we are pretentious when it comes to this.
Oh, yeah. So that school was, it was,
A thing.
yeah, it was a thing.
It was a school.
It was a school.
Learning was done, apparently.
Learning was apparent.
But yeah, like, I sort of like school when it comes to be the character of the show, like the silent fifth character, just like New York is for Sex in the City. Some
Okay.
people will get that joke. But like the idea of having the little problems of school life and blowing them up into these
just adding
huge
that
plot
additional
points.
element to it.
Yeah, like I said, with Kill la
It's
Kill
interesting.
and the-
It's like some of these ones is like, I wish my school life was like that.
Oh yeah? Like what? Hit me.
Just harem stuff. You know, the general.
All you had to do was do sports and that would have been your life.
Oh. Well, no, I did sports, but I
Evidently not the right ones. Because now you have an anime YouTube channel.
did sports. I just didn't join any clubs or like do any. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Schools in Australia don't really have clubs.
Yeah, I don't really have clubs. They got
sort of
teams
like
and stuff with
the
them,
moment-
but, club.
The moment the bell rings, you're out and no one wants to deal with you. There's no such thing as an after-school club.
I wish there were.
There's no
I wish there were.
there's no swim club. There's no anime club. There's no Gundam building club. But at least in anime we can live those fantasies.
Yes.
Which ones have you got? Hit me with them.
Actually, well, interestingly enough, I watched most of this one. I'm still watching it. I'm gonna get back to it. But Toradora.
Toradora.
That came out in fall of 2008 and was done by
wow.
JC Staff. So
Nerd. Yeah, so we're going to
It's in my
start
notes.
saying the
I'll tell you when
release
it's come out.
years
Yeah.
and studios so that you guys have a better idea.
Some people actually did point out as well that it's like some of the anime you mentioned are a bit older or they could be a bit newer. And some people are just not looking for all the anime, I guess. It's the thing. And I understand it. You want a better quality sort of anime.
Sure.
And usually these ones aren't as good a quality.
Definitely.
Understandable, but here's your facts.
And when I
I'll give
say
it to you.
we, I mean Mario. I'll start doing it next week.
Yeah, I kind of just like.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
by the
dropped
way.
that one on me just before we started recording. I feel really underprepared.
By the way, Jacob, we're just doing this new thing. I just didn't think you'd need to know about it.
Dude, that's
until
most
now.
creative decisions of this channel. I just rock up and everything's different. It's sweet.
I changed so much stuff. I'm so sorry to everyone who works with me.
Ah, well.
But yeah, okay, so the main characters of that was it Ruji Takasu and Taiga Asaka.
Tiger.
Tiger is like this little girl who's like really okay, so essentially both of them have really mean faces, and they just sort of work together to help each other get into relationships and stuff. And
I love
this. Yeah, she's not tsundere, but she has a somewhat like she has a little bit of tsundere in her.
So they have the issue of resting bitch face.
Not really that. There's angry.
Oh, okay.
Really, like the
like
scowling sort of thing. The male character, the main male character, is considered a delinquent, but he's really not a delinquent at all. He just scowls at people, and they're like, yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
Okay, but the thing about this anime is, I just find it's like with today's anime, you get just a general like comedic sort of school life sort of bullshit just put out there. But this anime actually, I don't know what it is. They changed things up, but this anime added an extra layer of depth to it, and they made really funny jokes.
Well,
and there was like even the best part about this anime, and I'll swear to God, the bird. The guy in the anime owns a bird. Oh, his mum's pretty good too. I'm not gonna ruin that. But the bird, this bird in this anime literally has got Down syndrome or something.
Oh no.
It's
comedy bird.
Yeah, it's a comedy bird. And it's the funniest thing. I feel like just it being there in subtle ways added just the tiniest bit of like such good comedy. Yeah, just a derp bird. It's the funniest thing. And I loved the anime. Just as soon as I saw that, I was like, what's
from hearing what you're saying about it, like, it's clearly a story that can only be told in this context.
Yes.
And that's something that the school genre is good for. Like, when it's a story that would only matter at school and is definitely a school problem.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's just
you're not going to have that issue in adult life.
Yeah.
It's like, you look mean.
Yeah, like the people, if when you're older, you should be able to deal with some of these things, apparently.
Yeah.
That's what we're told, but not a lot of people do that. But anyway, yeah, so it holds depth in a certain way that a normal genre of this would not.
Sure. And it tells very unique things for the school experience.
Plus, I did want to mention, in the scenes in that show, so when you like your normal average scenes and you have background characters who are doing stuff, you know how they just phase the character out completely. They're
animated badly, or they're like...
Yeah, they're just in the background. There's nothing going on with them. But I feel like in this anime, they really cared about what was happening with this character. They'll they're looking at the main character, like they're talking about him and all that sort of stuff, or they're doing something in the background. There was something pertaining to the character, or just doing something in general, which you don't see.
I like that. Yeah, that's really cool.
I thought it was it was something I picked up from, and I went, they really don't do this much anymore. They just skim over it. It's not something you focus on. I know it's something that's very small to pick up on, but this is the stuff that interests me. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but anyway.
I mean, like, those little details are really, really interesting. And as you said, you really enjoyed school. So, like, that little look back into what you were doing seems like fun. For me... Like, alright, I'm starting to like Slice of Life, so you guys can shut up. But the Babysitters Club.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was a good one.
I adore that.
Yeah, the big brother and the little baby brother sort of dynamic there.
It's so cute. And like, I was one of the guys at school that helped out with all the younger graders. So like, so many of those little problems and cute little moments are totally related with me. And like sending the kids out on errands to be like, all right, go deliver this letter to 3B. It's like,
there's one scene.
oh god, he's been gone for 5 minutes. Oh, he's dead.
There was one scene in that anime where the little brother goes to give his lunch to the big brother.
For lunch, and he's on the stairs.
And all the people around, like all the high schoolers, are like, oh, does it need help? And he's like, oh, he's determined to do it himself.
Yeah, and they're just like, back off.
Back off.
He needs to do this himself. It's these cute, like, hyper dramatized moments of like actual reality, and I think that's why I really like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's
the
just
next one?
so adorable.
Cool.
Yeah, next one, go for it.
So I'm going with Angel Beats. This came out in spring of 2010, and it was done by PA Works
Nice.
Studio. Have you seen this one?
Yes, we've done a review on it.
We actually have. Cameron did it, I think. Or did I?
Link in the description, as always.
I don't really remember the reviews I do now. I just do them. And
we do so many.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a good anime. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend it. It's probably on like the top list for a lot of people who would be like, oh, you school anime sort of deal. This would be. It's a very emotional sort of story.
Yeah, it's intense.
So if you want something emotional and intense, then this is where you need to go for this. Although the plot of it, they're not really. They're at school, but it's like purgatory essentially.
Yeah,
where they're at.
I remember this.
So that's sort of the premise for it. So there you are. What's your next one?
So next one, this is going to be an easy guess. My Hero Academia. But hear me out. I know it doesn't. I know they are school kids, and a lot of it happens outside of the guise of school.
It's like not even school. It's like a training camp.
It is
superheroes.
It's best when it's framed around school things, like the tournament, the inter-school tournament. It's just it's the like school sports tournaments, super ramped up. Again, it's these things that are the super dramatized, super fictionalized versions of what we've always done. It's like, let's compete with other schools.
I kind of agree with you on that, because I feel like in the anime that the scenes regarding when they're doing school activities had more to it than when they were just going out generally, just like running around the streets trying to chase after the bad guys. Sort of deal.
It's like, oh, let's go fight this guy that we're totally unequipped for, and then they realize, oh, we're children that have no idea how to be heroes. We're all gonna die, and then someone will step in. It's like, hey guys, you did good, but leave it to the grown-ups.
Leave it to the grown-ups. And
it's all these school moments that I find really fascinating, and I think they actually do really well within their own fiction. But yeah, that's why I think My Hero stands up. And of course, class rivalries, all that sort of thing. Like, we're especially touching on it now.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Assassination Classroom. So the first season of this came out in winter of 2015, and the second season of this came out in winter of 2016, surprisingly.
Wow.
One of my favorite characters in the previous video I think I discussed was Nagisa, which is the blue-haired
We were talking
dude.
about characters that went from being pretty lame to pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's not a girl, it is a guy. Okay, everyone? As much as you want to be like, oh my god, it's trapped. It's not really trapped. He wears a male school uniform. God damn it.
I mean, that's the most indicative thing you can get in anime.
Yeah, that really...
Yep.
Honestly.
I mean, usually they don't even give us that. Oh, anime, you're weird.
Yeah.
I mean, Assassination Classroom is awesome.
If you don't know what it's about, sorry, it's another one I highly recommend, blah, blah, blah.
Definitely.
But it's about this not alien teacher, this...
Mutant
teacher, yes, that's a better word for it.
Yes.
Mutant teacher who's like sort of like an octopus, sort of yellow.
He's a death
octopus.
octopus.
Yeah.
Man.
Who is really powerful and really smart, and he's just like, hey, I will destroy the world. Well, we actually forget the main premise.
He essentially recruits an entire school of, hey, learn how to be a murderer. You graduate when you kill me.
Yeah.
But if I kill you, too bad.
So they need, that's right. Yeah, so they need to kill him before they graduate.
Yeah. And
otherwise he destroys the Earth.
There's a lot of extra stuff, and you find out that it's a deeply emotional anime that will hurt you.
Yes, it will. It will. But there's a lot of character development, and I feel, and obviously as this teacher really cares about the students apparently, and they just end up, I don't know, it's a really weird dynamic. These students are doing nothing but trying to kill him. But he's like, oh yeah, do
But
this.
he cares so deeply for
helps
them.
them
He's
get their
like,
marks up and everything.
he
And,
sees them almost murder each other, and he's like, yeah, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
You've become so strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's like very, very weird.
Yeah. Next one.
I don't really have a next one. I'm more like have
Well, I got 3 more. So
like a closing statement at this point.
let me run through these.
All right.
And then you
go
can do
for
your
it.
closing statement.
Yeah,
Because
because
closing statements are meant for the closing.
I am really feeling this.
We'll run through these.
We're getting up there.
Yeah. Oran Host Club. This is another classic one.
Oh yeah, Oran Host Club's one of the ones that everyone talks about.
I didn't realize, from spring of 2006. God, I am old. And it was done by Bones.
Yep, that was 13 years ago.
Yeah. Don't you like Bones, the studio?
Oh, I love Bones.
Yeah, yeah. I was literally looking at you,
Studio
waiting
Bones.
for a reaction about, hey, I love Bones.
I'm having an existential crisis. I done 25 2 days ago. That anime was from 13 years ago.
Okay.
I've fallen apart. I'm so old. But yes, Bones makes some incredible anime.
As this one is.
This is very sort of out of their wheelhouse.
So this one's essentially about a boys' host club, pretty much. And this female character, you get to find out that she is a female in the first episode. She looks like a guy. They end up just making the character look like a guy and host the club to pay back for a vase that she broke at the beginning in the first episode. And yeah, this is the adventures of the Oran Host Club.
Right.
And there's a lot of funny, wacky moments in there, and actually it's one anime that I always forget that I didn't mind the dub for.
That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You're becoming...
Because I'm such a sub purist, apparently.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I mean, you're a sub something.
Yeah.
Anyways, hit me with your
one.
next couple.
The Melancholy of Hirumi Susumiya. I didn't probably say that right, but who cares?
That sounds depressing.
God damn it. And so it was from spring of 2006, and it was done by Kyoto Animation, which I don't...
Kyoto.
They're kind of an older company. I don't really see them as much.
I know Tokyo TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they do Boruto.
Yeah. What was I trying to say? So pretty much the main character of this is Kion, and he meets up with this chick who's in the name, Huru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The melancholy girl.
Yeah, the melancholy girl. It just reminds me of that Gorilla song Up on Melancholy Hill, but I don't know. Just moving on. They started Supernatural Club together, and it's just
okay. That's not where I thought it was going at all.
I know, eh?
I thought there was going to be some Violet Evergarden shit.
Yeah. Plus, it's got that really cheesy opening that everyone's watched and like, oh my god, this opening is so cool. Let me just post it on every top 10 openings of anime and dance moments. Oh, that was a lot to say. Yeah. Essentially, that's it. I don't want to explain it too much because it's a pretty simple plot, so I recommend watching it. It's a little bit older now, as with the last one I just explained. So pick and choose if you want. Up to you.
For sure.
The last one I have on here, we've done a review for this. Or I think Cameron did a review for this, and it was Baku and Test. Summon the Beast. It was done in winter of 2010, and it was done by Silverlink. Another studio I really don't hear a lot from nowadays.
No, I don't recognize them.
The story is essentially about these kids who get put into F class at the school, and the way they move up in the school. So I missed an important element there. For every class, there's A class, B class, C class, D class, and an F class. They have better equipment and stuff to obviously study with.
Oh, right. So they're the nobodies.
Yeah, they get literally a box to do the...
They're the Math
work.
A kids.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the
Can't say that.
I'm sorry. But yeah, they're the dunces of the school. But yeah, they have these educational battles where the better the marks they have, they can verse off, and then they can destroy the other class. There's little avatar things. I know it sounds all weird. I know it does, but it's got some of the cutest moments in it. Even one scene which I really don't want to spoil, but it's just regarding how these two individuals became friends, and it was just really sweet because the other girl didn't understand the language as much, and he was just like, I want to be your friend. But she didn't realize, he picked the wrong language. He thought he got the right language, but she didn't talk to anyone. So he didn't know. And he was trying to say, I'll be your friend. I want to be your friend. And she got really angry at him and all this stuff, and just treated him like crap. And it was like he just kept saying and saying it, and then she finally did the translation and she started crying, and it was such an emotional. So it's like, oh my god, it's like, you. I know you're so dumb. You're a dumb dude, but.
Yeah, shout out to the dummies. I was there once, very briefly.
It's such an innocent dumb.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, a little supplementary thing to add to my list. Shout out to Food Wars. You're not technically school, and you don't really take much seriously unless it's the most intense home ec class ever.
Yeah, I can't really. It is a school.
You forget that it's a school.
It's a culinary school.
They do classes maybe twice in that entire series.
But it is a culinary. It's literally just for cooking.
Yeah, but they don't even do classes. It's all just about the shigeki.
Yeah.
And whatever. But anyways, to close it up, like, I think the school genre, as much as I didn't think I was going to care about it, I think it's a fascinating.
It's got a lot of emotional stuff. There's a lot of drama because most of the people who are watching school. I mean, I'm a bit older now, but
it's a fascinating placement.
They've targeted these businesses or studios have targeted towards teens.
Yeah,
because it's like what they're going through. I know a lot of teenagers, me especially when I was younger, would blow things out of proportion as well.
And it's fun to see that because these are stories you can only frame within the confines of a school. Yeah, it doesn't work in the adult world, and that's why. Because
people like just be more mature about.
it. Whereas you can get away with immaturity with this genre, but. That's pretty much it from us, guys. Like, we've given you our recommendations and our thoughts on it. If you have any recommendations and thoughts, please throw them in the comments. You know we love to chat with you guys.
Yeah, and please subscribe.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we're getting so close.
We're nearly 1,000. We might reach 1,000 by the time this video comes out.
I know, that's so exciting.
I don't know, but if you haven't subscribed yet, then how about doing
a little time capsule.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, we'll see you tomorrow with another episode.
Bye-bye.
Peace.